Welcome back to Just Scribble. It's new fountain pen day. I got my pre-order in from Atlas Stationers. I got my Pelikan M205 Rose Quartz, and I am so excited to check this out. This is actually my first Pelikan fountain pen. I truly feel like every true fountain pen user and lover needs to have a Pelikan fountain pen in their collection, and I actually don't have one. Mostly because I had never found the one that really struck me and really felt like me. There actually has been one in the past that I really loved, but by the time I found out about it, that pen was no longer sold anywhere. No one had one. I couldn't find one. So I just waited until the right Pelikan came along. And when they shared the Rose Quartz Pelikan, which is their color of the year for 2023, I decided that I would order one. So I pre-ordered mine from Atlas Stationers. I am an affiliate for Atlas Stationers, so you can use my discount code. I do have that down in the description box down below in case you want to check it out. But I ordered my Pelikan from them, and I'm really excited to check it out. I do have rather large hands for a girl, and this is a small pen, similar I think in size to my Sailor Pro Gear Slim, which is perfectly comfortable for me, but I do actually want to get a larger Pelikan at some point. But I really love the color and the design of this pen, so I snagged this one as my very first Pelikan. So we are going to open it up and check it out together. We do have our warranty here. And then the pen is in this like faux leather sleeve. And then this is my pen. Because this is my first Pelikan, I really have no preconceived notions or anything like that about it. But I think it is so cute. It is tiny, but it's so cute. And I really love the color. It's so pretty. Let me take off this tag. So it does have the Pelikan there on the end, on the white finial. It does have silver details. It is a piston-filled pen, so you don't need a cartridge or converter. I got this in a medium, so it is a medium nib. There you can see the nib. And the piston, you just turn it counterclockwise to push the piston this way, and then you'll turn it clockwise to suck the ink up into the pen to fill it. And we are actually going to fill it on this video. So let me first set this aside. And I'm actually going to flush my pen. It's just good standard practice. I'm not sure that a Pelikan pen really has to be flushed, but I have found that even some of my nicer pens, sometimes there's a little bit of residual in the pen, or the seller has tested the nib. So I find that I just have better results if I flush my pen to take out any sort of impurities. So all you do is suck water up into your pen and then turn counterclockwise and release it. And I just do that a couple of times. It prevents potential clogging and hard starts, things like that. So I have flushed my pen. Let me move my water out of the way. Wipe up my little water spot. And then I'm just going to gently dry off the nib just so it's not wet. This is my fountain pen ink swatch shirt. It's a little shirt from when my kiddo was a toddler. And this is what I use when I swatch inks and fill my pens. I think it's beautiful and it reminds me of him. All right, so we have my pen there. Now I did not buy the Rose Quartz Pelikan ink. I didn't think it was all that special. The pen I thought was special because it was pink and it was pretty and I really liked it. But the ink I just thought, yeah. So I did not buy their ink to put into this pen. Instead, I decided that I was going to put Ferris Wheel Press Pink Eraser in this pen. I have actually shared this ink on my channel. I did a swatching of a bunch of samples that I had bought. This was the swatching that I did. I'll put a link in the cards to this video. But this is Pink Eraser from my swatch. And I feel like it's a pretty good match to this pen. So we're going to use my Pink Eraser sample to fill this pen. So I'm going to open up my sample. So the piston is all the way down at this end of the pen. And then I'm going to stick the pen nib first into the sample. And then I'm going to turn clockwise to suck the ink up into the pen, and that's how I'm going to fill it. I do have some little misers and things like that that you can use for samples, but because this is a small pen, I know it will fit down in the sample and it will work okay. So now we have a full pen. I'm going to set it there for a second while I cap this so I don't make a mistake like spilling. And then I'm just going to gently wipe the nib and the edge of the pen so I can get any residual off there that might have gotten on there when I was filling it. And I'm going to cap it up for just a second just so that I can get my swatch book. But it's so pretty. I'll have to see if I have one of my sailors close by so we can compare sizes. But before then, let's do a swatch. So this is a Cosmo Air Light notebook. I love this paper and I use this for swatching and writing samples. I'm going to use this notebook for my writing sample. Let's see, can you post? So this pen does post, so you can write with it unposted or posted. I don't generally post my pens, but in a smaller pen like this, like the Pro Gear Slim or this, or like my TWSBI Minis, I often do post them just because it gives me a little bit more length in the pen. Oh, it writes so nicely. So this is a medium nib. This ink is a little more orange than pink, or not orange, but an orangey side of pink. So it's not 100% a perfect match for this pen, but I think it's a really good option for this pen. And it's something that I had that I wasn't using in any other pen. So it seems like a good place to put it. Oh, I really like this. It's so pretty. So there we have my writing sample. It writes really well. It's very, very smooth. I am very happy with my cute little Pelikan purchase. I think this was a really good first Pelikan, and then one day they'll come out with like a 600 or an 800 in a style that I just absolutely love, or a color that I absolutely love, and that will be my second and probably final Pelikan purchase. But this is my first, so this is the M250. Oh, I should have written down that this was the 2023 Rose Quartz. So let me see if I have some pens to compare the size for you guys. Hold on one moment. All right, so I grabbed a few pens because although writing samples are definitely important, and knowing that this nib is super smooth and it writes so nicely, and seeing the writing from the medium size nib, I also think seeing a size comparison is super helpful so that you know if this is a pen that you might like. This is a really light pen. I will say that it is actually quite a bit lighter than some of my other small pens. So I'm going to leave it right there for a second, and then I will move this out of the way. And then I'll move this out of the way and I'll do this on the black background as well. But this is the M205. This is a Pro Gear Slim from Sailor. This is another Pro Gear Slim from Sailor. They're the same size. I just grabbed both of them. This is a TWSBI Mini. And then this is the TWSBI Vac Mini, one of my favorite pens of all time. This is a TWSBI Eco, just because I know a lot of people have this or are familiar with the size, just so you guys can see like how much smaller it is than that. They look so cute together. And then this is a Uniball 1P. I actually shared these recently in a video as well, just because I know some people don't have a lot of fountain pens. You don't have anything to really compare them to, but you may be familiar with the Uniball 1P, which is a pocket-sized gel pen. So I thought it might be good to kind of show that as well, so you can see that size comparison. So now let me take them off and do it without the white behind it, just because sometimes it's easier to see with different backgrounds. So here we have my new M205 that I'm really excited about. I saw some people post theirs on Instagram when they got theirs, and they weren't quite as thrilled with theirs. So I was a little bit nervous of whether or not I would like it. I will say it's really light, but that's actually nice sometimes, because some pens, like my Vac Mini, they're actually quite heavy for their size. And if this was going to be a pen that you took like in your purse or in your handbag, it's nice sometimes to have less weight. So there's our little size comparison. TWSBI Mini, TWSBI Vac Mini, two Pro Gear Slims from Sailor, the M205, a TWSBI Eco, and the Uniball 1P. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me put all of these aside. But that's my video, short and sweet. I just wanted to share my new pen with you guys. I was really excited because it is my first Pelikan pen, and I really like it. I think it is so pretty. I love the color. The nib writes really well. I think that it looks really pretty with this ink. And actually, once it dried, I think it matches really, really well. I'm really excited. So that's my video. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this quick share of my new Pelikan fountain pen. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to put them down below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.